Okay, finally we get to film another Town League video. It's been so long since the last one that I played. Today's Town League is held at 1UP Skates and we have a huge turnout of 96 people. The deck I chose for today is Gardevoir EX with a little twist. Instead of using fog crystals, I am playing earthen vessels to accelerate energies. It's a big risk because fog crystal can get you your routes in the event that you don't have enough routes in your hand. Yeah, and if you don't get your ball searches and whatnot, and fog crystal is also a late game Zacian V and a late game screen tail. But I decided to take the risk because I do want more energies in the discard pile as soon as possible, so Earthen Vessel fits the bill. Plus, I was looking for a deck that has a good matchup against the Lost Box and Charizard EX. So Gardevoir EX fits the bill, and haven't had much practice with it. To be honest, I've been on Lost Box for quite a few weeks. Only recent 2 weeks or so I was on Gardevoir EX to practice, so hopefully I'm not that rusty.
The important thing to take note is Paldean Fate. If Paldean Fate released 2 days ago, it is not legal for this event, it is not legal for next week's regional. If the card is a reprint of an existing card in the set, for example, Charizard EX, Gardevoir EX has been reprinted before, you are okay to play it. If it's a new one, if it's a new card that just came out in Paldean Fate, please do not play it in your deck.
And so after the judges briefing, we were ready to start round 1 of 7.
Later.
Okay, it's end of round 3, not doing very well. 1-2 won my first game against Brian, who was playing item lock Burnett EX. So I made a mistake by using Earthen Vessel, but luckily he caught me in time. But we still caught the judge because I saw the bottom of my deck after I don't know. And then the judge gave me a warning for the mistake, and then play continued. So luckily I didn't get any penalty for that. But then because item lock was a menace, I had to constantly remind myself to not use items. But in the end, Gardevoir, Shining Arcana Gardevoir pulled through and got me the win. Round 2 was against Ayumu, who was playing Miraidon, so that is a very tough matchup for Gardevoir EX. But I turn 1 managed to VIP full bench, and that was the mistake because I sent the Zacian V out so that I don't get hands turn 1. So I have to force him to find the 3 energy to attach to the Miraidon, which in turn will make him a lot more difficult to pump up the Iron Hands. Right, so instead of getting 4 prizes in 2 turns, I made him take maybe 3 prizes in 2 turns. So that would buy me an extra turn. But I made a mistake of overbenching, and then he managed to charge up a Raikou V. So his first 2 generator only got him 2 energies, and he had to hand attach and whatnot. So that was the mistake. But I managed to claw back by KOing the Iron Hands. He turned 2 Iron Hands me, so that was not good. So he was 4 prizes to my 0 prizes taken. It was very close to the end. He had Lumineon V and Squawkabilly EX on the bench, and he was down to 1 prize, right? 1 prize. So I evolved to my Gardevoir EX, counter captured the Lumineon V out, used Gardevoir EX to knock out, and before that I knocked him down to 1. So he had to get the boss's order to get the win, and then he dug very deep into the deck, managed to put down a Mew EX, and from the 3 cards he managed to get the boss's order for the win. Yeah, that happens. And then round 3 was against Chunky, who was playing Cloth Electrode, so that is the bane of my existence. I can't seem to have a good games against that. The last time I met it was when I was playing Jolteon VMAX, and this time I started routes and Jirachi, and I retreated to the Jirachi and passed, right? Because no VIP, no whatever, and then he used escape rope to get one of my routes out for the KO, and then the second turn didn't get me anything, couldn't use Mirage Step whatsoever, so I just retreated back to the Jirachi and then passed, right? That was so bad. And then after that he Pokegate into the boss's order to boss out my only routes left, and then I couldn't draw anything after that, so that was a quick loss. Yep, I'm here filming in the car because the venue is so hot. It's 96 people inside, and yeah, it's so hot that many people are sweating. You can see my hair is all wet and whatnot. So here, because after round 3, I had a lot of time because it was a very short game. So here to enjoy the aircon for a while before heading back to the rest of the games. Wayne has a new haircut. Damn! Okay, it's end of round 5. My round 5 opponent dropped, so I have a free win and lots of time to film this. So round 4 was against Aduka, who was playing Rorimon EX. So he went second, didn't get the turn 1 knockout. So after that, I get a huge advantage after that, right? So turn 2 Mirage Step, turn 3 Gardevoir EX and whatnot, to clean up the game quite smoothly, I would say. So current score is 3-2. I have to win the last 2 games to have a good standing, I would say. To be honest, top 32. It's not a lot of points, to be honest, but I'll take whatever I can get, right? Round 6 was against Andre, who was playing Charizard EX. I only managed to use Mirage Step on turn 3, and I had 1 Curlier in hand, so I only managed to Mirage Step 1 Curlier onto the bench because the last one was priced. So when my Shining Arcana Gardevoir knocked out the active Charizard EX, he had the return KO and I had no reply to that. It's too hot inside! So Xavier and I are playing at another table. Streaming table. Stream the 3-3. Game 7 was against Xavier, who was playing Chien-Pao EX. And as you can see from the board state, it was not a good day for me to play Gardevoir EX. But at least we got to do this. I make like 2 different pictures. Okay, I need a good top deck from here.
I don't know. Hey! VIP pass.
GG.
Nice.
Okay, I'm here with the latest Town League winner, Keenan. Okay, so Keenan. Okay, so Keenan has been playing the bane of my existence, the cloth and electrode deck. So Keenan, what made you choose this deck to play?
I was motivated by the uptick in Charizard, Miraidon, and people were starting to get very confident in playing Roaring Moon again, even though at the start it was not that good. Yep. And then in Western events it started to pick up traction. So I figured it was still good, but the problem is the Tina matchup is still the Giratina Vista matchup is still very shaky. But miraculously I managed to win 3 of the matchup. I met 3 of the Giratinas.
Oh, okay.
So the key is to just attack with Electrode first. All the bad matchups, you should just lead with Electrode first.
Okay. Yeah. So no matter all your bad matchups, you just lead with Electrode and hit.
Take 2 prize.
Take 2 prize.
Because I need to conserve the double turbo energy for the last 4 prizes.
Right.
1 for 1 for 1 for 1.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So other than the Tina matchup, were there any more close matchups or memorable matchups that you
I played against Yuxian.
Yeah.
one of Singapore's best players as well.
Yep.
And it came down to him getting he had game if he had one more energy to discard off of Kyogre.
Oh.
Because my Electrode had 170 HP.
Okay.
So he just needed to rope it to the bench and discard 4 energy.
Yeah.
But because he was left with 3 prizes, but because his sequencing only led him to only being able to discard 3
oh no.
energy. So I managed to win that game.
Okay.
And I met a Garchomp Altaria deck, which was actually quite interesting. I'm actually looking into trying it out on TCG Live maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, other than that, I met 2 Miraidon, no Zard, so no Moons as well.
Well, didn't meet the matchups you wanted to.
I mean, I met 2 Miraidon lah. I guess that's the best part. And in the finals, some more.
Okay. Yeah. So what was your preparation like leading to this town league?
I was just playing on live, even though like the hands, like live has a habit of giving me horrible hands, but in general the deck's flow has been good. I've been anti Bibarel in the list. Like I feel like going without Bibarel and just turboing through the prizes is still better. Okay,
interesting. So any tips for people that want to try out this cloth Electrode deck? Please don't play it. It's the bane of my existence.
Don't be greedy, I guess. If you can take it often, if you can afford the luxury of having it often, just take it and let the opponent catch up a bit. Because I mean, even though you don't play counter catcher and all this, you can afford to forward because in essence you're still a single price deck.
Okay, interesting. So most of the time you want to use cloth to outtrade, right?
Correct, yeah. Because cloth itself is a hard hitter with with a card like Grunt. It's even better. It can hit 230.
Right. Okay. So it's okay if you don't want to share, but would you be looking at this deck heading to next week's regionals?
I might. As much as I want to play Rapid Strike, which is my love.
Correct. The last Swan song, right?
Yeah. But it's the final. It will be the final run with Rapid Strike. But I feel like if Cloth can take me further, I might consider playing Cloth Electrode.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So any last words you want to share or anyone you want to thank?
I want to thank my wife for always supporting me and for putting up with me, always screaming Claw is law at home. By the way, Claw is law.
No, it's not.
It today. Claw is law.
Don't play.
Claw is law. And shout out to the GG crew for rooting for me throughout the whole tournament. I mean, they've always been the greatest testing partners, you included. Every Tuesday, you guys have been like banter and all that. Just all for good fun. Pretty much.
Yep.
And my daughter.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Beautiful girl.
All right. So thanks for having taking the time to
thanks for having me.
And once again, congrats.
Thank you.
We never do the Yongxiang.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.